G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. This is game number 2 in this series. Spawning in on the east side of the map, playing in the colour blue, representing Team GP as the Abbasid dynasty, it is Leenock. On the west side of the map, playing in the colour red, representing Istanbul Wildcats, it's Kasva on the Mongols. This is game number 2 in your series between Kasva against Leenock. There will be no surprises. The first game was a victory to Kasva, as it will be demonstrated, or as it will be shown upon your on the screen at the moment, which is our little scoreboard. It's a scoreboard I put together. Yeah, look, I'm not bragging, but I may have done the scoreboard. Anyway, we're here on Basin. We're not here on Mason. We're here on the map Basin. It's called Basin because well, you start up on this like cliff kind of thing-ish. I'd say cliff. Oh, we got the gur out again. The manga gur. You start up on this high little ledge, and then it works its way down into a basin in the middle, where you've kind of got like this Thunderdome-esque central location where you can find out. We've been enjoying this Mongol music this morning. It is beautiful stuff. I've been singing along, and apparently I sound a little bit like a didgeridoo, so perhaps a bit of Australian influence coming in there on my throat singing. But look, if you want to hear that on YouTube, you have to come over to Twitch. That's where the real action is. Uvu coming down now for Kasva. Notorious for his aggression. Loves to play the Mongols. Loves to be aggressive. Loves to go for those tower rushes, and do not expect to see anything different out from him. It's a classic matchup that we've got today. The Mongols up against the Abbasid dynasty. Two civilizations that have, I mean, they've stood the test of time. I remember watching this matchup back at N4C, the last time I was in Germany. You know, by the time that you guys are watching this, well, I won't be in Germany quite then. But I will be in Germany shortly. Let's just say that much. It's about, you know, from the time that we're recording it, it's the 9th of October at the moment. So probably like another 2.5 weeks I'll be in Germany. So, look, anyway, there you go. That's it. That's the story. Interestingly, set the villager to food before sending it across the map. So you just took 5 of your own resources, and that was it. All right. Well, we'll tune in with Leenock and see how he's doing. 8 villagers on food. That is a very large amount of villagers on food, and 3 on gold. I can't remember if that's standard. I feel like 7-3 was standard. But he's obviously not going for the Don Artie build. Instead, going to be going for a mill opening here, and we'll be now moving back over towards this direction. So the question is whether he's going to be going for fresh foodstuffs and wheelbarrow, or whether it's just going to be fresh foodstuffs. Because very typically, it's just going to be, or you're obviously going to be picking up fresh foodstuffs as the mandatory tech. But already we see the aggressive Kasva moving across the map, and now looking to place down the first of the outposts. He cancels it, decides I'm going to go for a little bit of a different angle. Instead moves up towards this position, realizing perhaps there's no resources down here, because you need to remember these outposts, you want to link them all together. You want to daisy chain them in. So if you go for an outpost here, or your next outpost typically it's going to be here, then here, then here, that kind of thing. Whereas with the outpost here, it's going to be able to daisy chain them more up this way. We hear wolves in the middle of the map just being very annoying, and this is one of the things I hate about wolves now, is that they don't have that point, or rather they have a return point, and so it means that all of the units that are going to be coming out here from Kasva across the map are going to be attracted to these spearmen, and the spearmen don't want to deal with them. Now villagers getting pulled here from Leenock. Leenock looking very aggressive early on in this game, looking to try and clear out this position. He's going to have to fall back from this. He's going to lose the outpost if he doesn't, and indeed he does fall back, making the correct play, and now he starts to rebuild, goes back 1 tile further. We'll take a look at how he's doing over on the east side of the map with 2 spears out over on that position as well. So far so good for Kasva, and more spears making their way across the map. Expect them to get picked up by the oh, beautiful positioning right there. Looking to try and take out that scout. Not going to find too much luck, and the villager does survive. 8 health in the middle of the map. Let's see those wolves get picked up. Villager survives. Outpost goes down. We're going to switch it over. Oh, God, we switched it to the wrong damn player. We switched it to Kasva. Kasva now under attack. Go on, do it a second time. Just for our ears. I feel like... Anyway. Leenock reaching the second age. Expect to see an archery range come down sooner rather than later. There's the archery range. Now getting thrown down. Not enough resources in the bag for him to even consider going for a wheelbarrow. It does obviously have fresh foodstuffs well and truly in, though. So feeling very good about himself there. But, I mean, so far, Kasva's had a textbook opening. He's forced a lot of villager pulls. He's managed to pick up a bounty here over on the east side. At least he should have picked up a bounty. I'm not 100% sure whether he actually got the bounty. But he's denied a lot of gold gathering. no wheelbarrow, and also going to be delaying that second town center. Actually, where's the stone mine? Oh, it's back here. Now, Kasva knows about the stone mine, so interestingly hasn't applied pressure out here, but we can see that there's quite a heavy amount of villagers here, 12 villagers on wood, and that's exactly what you want to be doing as the Abbasid dynasty until you can clear out that position. Okay, Leenock not going for one space away again. I don't know what was up with that. Stable coming down now for Kasva over on the west side of the map. Plenty of villagers underneath this town center, plenty of sheep back here as well. He's got 7 sheep, so no need for a pasture, at least not at the moment. Scout moving up around the north side, trying to spot out the enemy units, and the archers going to force back the rest of these spears for the moment. We can see he's quite heavy now on the stone outcropping. Up towards the north side, he's slowly but steadily taking out these spearmen. Second town center going to be coming through shortly here for Leenock. And the question is, where does Kasva add it in? Does Kasva look to just go straight up to the castle age? I think that's probably the most typical response, but the Abbasid dynasty quite decent at dealing with that. Now we can see a little bit of an interesting position here as the archer moves out. 3 archers coming out for Leenock. Now he doesn't want to overextend or not overextend, but doesn't want to overmake archers. Because okay, I'm going to change over to Leenock's perspective so we don't get hit by that wolf as well. There's so many voices, so much action going off. Now the Khan getting in on the mix as well. You can see everybody trying to get a piece of this scout chasing Leenock around. Now the attack or the movement speed going to be thrown down here. Should actually be able to take it out. We can see them doing a pretty decent job, but I think Leenock's position here is actually not bad. As long as he's only gone for 3 archers, and I think that's the correct amount. The question is what Kasva looks to commit to. Whether he goes up to a castle age or not, whether he goes for that second age town center. And it looks like it's just going to be going straight up to the castle age, which is, in my opinion, the right choice. But I still feel like Leenock's position is going to be pretty decent. Second town center now coming down for him. He's not going to be going for a third town center by the looks of it. Golden Age Tier 1 coming through. 7 minutes. Not a bad little time here for him, considering the early pressure he was under. It's not the dream game that you get to have very typically with the Abbasid dynasty, but more pressure now on the south side as the Khan begins making its way through. Kasva with the outpost just chilling out for the moment. Never really able to establish anything more than that. And we do see that Leenock might be thinking about an infantry composition here. Now the Khan going to be looking to try and dish out some damage on that archer. Archer's firing off, teeing off towards the horseman. Now finds that second town center. At least he should see that second town center and knows exactly what his enemy's up to. And now we've got a little bit of a scaling issue for Kasva. So what's Kasva's plan from here? Kasva's plan from here, get up to the third age, start collecting relics, and then add in a second town center. That should typically be how it is. So my question for Leenock is, how does he deal with the economy of his enemy and yet still maintain some sort of presence out on the field? Because the problem that he's going to have is that he's going to be overwhelmed by that Mongol pressure. We can see it already coming through. The fact that he's got just a... Oh, he's gone more heavily into archers. And now adding in spear. So looking to play it a little bit longer in feudal, which is, I guess, playing into the hand of Kasva here. This is exactly what he wants. And you can see the castle age behind this. About 90% of the gold has come in. About 66% of the food has come through for him here. So he's got almost all of the resources that he needs. And now we'll ride on board with Leenock and just get a bit of a better picture about exactly what's happening for him. I would love to see a third TC. I don't know if third TC is overkill, and he's actually looking to clear out the outpost with the battering ram here. Still feels a little bit difficult to do because you can just stick units in the outpost, pick off the battering ram, and then kill the units with the outpost. Let's see if he does that, though. He might not look to do that. Villagers now moving out over onto the out onto the berries. We can hear the villagers out here as well. Continuing to posture up towards the north side. Kasva doing a great job, honestly. And the age up about to come through from Kasva as the battering ram makes its way out. He may just look to give this up. We can hear it firing off towards the battering ram, but he may just give the outpost up completely. Age up about to get dropped down. Step it out. Going to be at 9 minutes 30. Not a bad little timing here from him. 15 villagers. 270 stone in the bag as well. So 270 stone. Going to be enough to probably get out one rotation of your stable unit. So we can see right here, it costs 240 resources, so he'll get one rotation through. So not terrible, but ideally you'd love to have the second one through, get the double lancer mix in. Khan out over on the east side. Leenock now picking up the upgrade, the wheelbarrow finally coming through for him, adding in a stable as well. I'd love to see him commit to a little bit of a longer feudal age with a third TC, but it doesn't look like he's going to be playing that style. So it makes it a bit harder for him. As for now reaching the castle age as well, we'll take a look and see what decision he goes, or what direction he goes for. It's going to be the men-at-arms. So instead of opting for the lancers, it's going to be going for the men-at-arms, and it's double production for the men-at-arms. So I suspect just going to be looking to do a bit of a push here upon his enemy. And now we see walls coming up for Leenock. So Leenock didn't know how to wall, but it seems like he may have learned how to wall. Definitely the right decision for him. Got a couple of good little wall positions out here, actually. He's actually got a very defensible base. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is looking like Age of Empires 2. I'm loving the spawn he's got. And to be honest, both players have got pretty decent spawns. I think this would have been roughly where you'd spawn as the Mongol player. So you'd wall here, wall on the backside. This is very comfy, isn't it? Like I would feel very comfy in there. Can somebody please kill the wolves? You know, devs, I'm gonna call it out right now. Can we please turn off the wolf sounds, please? As a spectator, I don't want to hear this. We're 11 minutes through the game now. Come on, man. Come on, dude. We shouldn't have to hear the wolves. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I've got to turn down my headset. Maybe that's it. Is my headset just too loud? I don't know. I feel like I feel like it just penetrates my ears like crazy. Thank you. You killed the wolf. Exactly what we needed right there. Now the men-at-arms mass on the front line. Gonna be in a little bit of trouble once the camels come out. Second camel out now. And the question is, what direction does he go with regard to the military? It's gonna be another archery range, so definitely the right choice for him. More camels. And this is sort of my question with regard to why not go for the lancers. It just made sense. Go very heavy on the lancers. They do effectively against everything here. Even the spearmen. I mean, actually not the spearmen. These are failing spearmen. All right. Outposts coming up in that same position that Kasva had his earlier, but now we've got the men-at-arms. They've got their +2 ranged armor in as well. And now looking to push in upon the villagers that were once in this area. You can see the range unit's going to have a tough time breaking through this armor. He's trying to focus down the men-at-arms, not having a whole lot of luck. Spearmen now moving up towards the north, trying to take down the Khan as well as the horsemen. More men-at-arms continuing to run through. And Kasva looking pretty solid in this second game as he applies pressure to the enemy. And behind this, we can hear, I don't even have to click on his base. We can hear what's happening. He's picking up the relics. He's doing the exact thing he needs to be. Very smart play here from Kasva. Knows exactly what he's got to do. Force the issue here with the men-at-arms. The only thing that I would have loved to have seen is just a wall here. You just throw a single wall down here, and you sit behind the wall, and then you pick off the enemy units. That's all I would have loved to have seen from Leenock. Unfortunately, he left this open. It's the only spot he left open, and it's the only spot that's relevant. Because now the men-at-arms are able to come through, and he has to pull villagers. He's pulling villagers to kill the men-at-arms. The men-at-arms have got 4 armor. The villagers do 6 damage. I mean, he's killing them, though. He's actually killing them. It's not terrible, but he's still struggling. Kasva getting so much value here. 13 villager difference at the moment. Relics slowly getting picked up. See the Khan up towards the north. Middle of the map, outposts coming down, so already that trench is starting to get built. Expect a sprinkled in placement coming through any second on that bad boy. And all the men-at-arms do go down. Battering ram might be rolling out shortly. There's the sprinkled in placement, as we discussed. Second outpost now going to be coming down. No sacred sites taken just yet. Be coming through shortly as the prayer tent. Not on double production, but I suspect we'll have more shamans coming in soon. The first relic has made its way back, and the second one are going to be coming in now. We can see him working them in slowly. Still that third age from Leenock yet to come through. He's actually gathered up 367 stone, which is enough to drop down the second TC, but a whole bunch of farms have just gone down around the main TC, which means he can't get into that third TC just yet. Lancer did make it behind enemy lines as well. He's got food to the front of the base. He's also got more food up towards the north, where he's going to be expanding now. Where are the vills, though? There are the vills. Hopefully the vills didn't get spotted out by the outpost. I don't think they did. Yeah, I don't think they did. I think they just ran around the edge of the tree line. Just, look at that. Very, very, very close to having a pixel problem. Battering ram might have a little bit of an issue here. Spear's able to find that Lancer, despite it being behind enemy lines. Ideally, Leenock walls this off, but I can't see him doing it. Battering ram going to be going down. Men-at-arms doing a pretty decent job there, but the range units, keep in mind there's that +2 ranged armor that's come through here from Leenock, or rather from Kasva. So Leenock's not going to be able to contest this position. Second sprinkled in placement yet to come through. We hear an Uvu being depleted, or at least an Uvu being replaced. Now being pushed up a little bit further to the front. Leenock not doing terribly right now. Still, that villager count is equalized. The fact that he's going to be on 3 TCs, or at least he should be on 3 TCs very soon, isn't a bad thing either. Culture Wing now coming through. Second TC will be added in, or rather already has been added in here by Kasva. So he's not skipping a beat at all. And now moving down over towards this western gold mine with the Step Redoubt. Step Redoubt coming up. Now looking to push out. More men at arms. Khan coming up as well. Up towards the north side, he looks to drop down an outpost. And I don't think... Yeah, I think at this point, Kasva not aware that those villagers are up there. Villagers looking to try and jump into the outpost. Not going to have any luck, and he's focusing down the Khan. Definitely the right choice. Not sure if Kasva realizes this, but now finally pops off the movement speed arrow, knowing that the Khan's going to go down. And Khan going down. Surely good game gets called any second. I'm just kidding. Don't worry. Good game won't get called any second. The men at arms, once again, going to be able to rampage through the base here. Spearmen coming out, as well as the camels. Horsemen. He's looking to try and once again, cause damage here, but it really is just blowing my mind that he's leaving the front door right open for him. It's like, you know, he's inviting his enemy into the base. It's that classic case. You remember the serial killer? Like, why did you kill all those people? He's like, because they left their front doors unlocked. And it's the exact same thing. Like, Kasva's just walking into the enemy base and just killing all these units. And Leenock's like, well, the door's unlocked, mate. Come on in. Does a pretty decent job in cleaning it up, though. I gotta be real. Very nice hold there from Leenock. Villager count still up by 12. Third TC. Where's the third TC? Where is the third TC and why isn't it placed down yet? He's got more than enough for it. He's almost got enough for a fourth TC. So it's starting to make me worried. Come on, oh, he's overchopped as well. Now the camel's moving up towards the north. Look at this, the shaman. How did he spot that shaman out? I guess he saw it right on the edge of the line of sight on the outpost. Age up now coming through. It's going to be the culture wing that he opts for. Have to wait and see. There's the upgrade coming through. We're going to pick it up right immediately. The preservation of knowledge. Veterancy on those camels. And now more men at arms coming out. Veteran archers also looking to join the mix. He's got to be careful here. Veterancy on these units about to come through. No +2 ranged attack just yet. But you can see the archers are going to be very effective up against these camels. They counter them quite well. Especially in mass. +1 now coming through. Balanced projectiles. No, sorry. Steeled arrows. My mistake. Kasva's numbers looking good. Second TC. Still chilling out. No third TC. Third TC for Leenock has gone down, though. Now the villagers also going to be going down. Men at arm numbers starting to look a little bit better. It's up to 6 men at arms. And look at these archers. Up to 20 archers now. Going to be effective in this position. Hopefully he moves into a mangonel. I'd love to see a mangonel right here. God, can you imagine a mangonel? Please give me a mangonel. Up towards the north, the shaman once again going to be going down. It's the second shaman going for that relic. We've got 4 relics in the bag at the moment. Coming through for Kasva. That's the last relic out of the map. And this push is slowly coming to shove. I don't know whether we've got improved siege engineering at this point. I would suspect that we do. But let's double check. I can't... we can see siege engineering. I can't see improved siege engineering, though. Still leaving the front door open. Side door is now open as well. Spring into placement, firing off. Mangonel going to be coming down. A relief. Now he's really got to use the natural line that he's got here. Move the villagers out onto a wood line somewhere else. Wall this in. Wall this in. Mangonel, boom. You don't want to let your Mangonel die, Leenock. This is an important part of your army. You need to keep this bad boy alive. But I'm liking these numbers of crossbows. He's up to 7 crossbows. He's adding in more as well. So things not looking terrible for Leenock. Well, as I say that, the berries do run out. He's got food on the front side here. Not a whole lot, though. About 1,000 here, about 1,000 there. So 2,000 in total. Not a huge amount. They're not getting in a siege workshop. Might be thinking about heading for a trebuchet, or could be looking for the upgrade to increase movement speed, which the name is escaping me. And now Leenock going to be going for some interesting farms, but I'll accept them. I will accept them. Camel archers. Oh, they're going very far away. Leenock, you got to be so careful right now. Your enemy could look to potentially take you out. Could take you by surprise, and you're on the opposite side of the map. You're looking at the deer. You're trying to find a raid. You're trying to find villagers. You're not going to find anything. There's nothing up there. Have the pastures come in yet? Yeah, we've got pastures in already. They're just pumping underneath the town center. The concept of villagers doesn't, or concept of hunting doesn't even exist for Kasva right now. Springle's moving up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Rest in peace, little guy. the consequence of over-chopping your front forest. He needed a second row of trees there. Unfortunately, it was only the one. And you can see through one row of trees. But he does find villagers. He does find villagers. The villager difference at the moment is 15. He will potentially expand this now as he slowly gets this increase going. Definitely a nice little find. Sacred Site also looking to try and get taken. Mangonel under attack. Trebuchet firing off. And now we've got the Springlets moving in, looking to try and take out the Trebuchet on the bottom side. Should be successful here. On the back line, we've got the Crossbowman firing off. Spearman up against Men-at-Arms. And the Mangonel going to get shot off. Misses the shot, unfortunately. But the Archer's looking so damn strong, and look at the amount of units that are coming out from Kasva. He's looking incredible in this second game, and now finally the Camels making it back towards the side of his base to defend this position, but he's taken the fight without the Camels, and that's like the meat and the potatoes of his army. That's what he really needed in this fight. But unfortunately, the unit numbers right now from Kasva are absolutely massive, and Leenock seems to have no possible way back into this game. Kasva's taken the score lead. He's up 1,300 points at this point, and he's in the enemy base, killing his dudes. We bring back the UI just so that we can see exactly what's happening. And now the Spearmen are going to be able to catch a whole bunch of Camels. Oh, look at this. This is terrible. It's a slaughter. It's a murder. And Leenock, even though he's up in the villager count by about 11 at this point, it's just not going to matter. There's just way too many units here. Unless you can pull a Mangonel out of your hat. Let's just put it that way. Oh, Kasva is looking incredible. He's looking strong. He 2-0s his opponent right now. I mean, but Leenock is holding on for about a second before he taps out. Kasva winning his series 2-0 against Leenock. Ladies and gentlemen, the next series that comes up on this channel, probably going to be BC against Marine Lords, so make sure you check that one out. And we'll take a quick look at this village account just to get a bit of an idea about how it goes. You can see Leenock having a very slight lead, never adding that third TC until it was too late. Unfortunate for him, and we have a look at the military units killed. 117 versus 104. Very well played by Kasva. Congratulations go over to him. He's done incredibly well in this series. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.